Hey y'all, it's Emily. Just enjoying my day off, socially isolating at home where it is absolutely gorgeous. If I knew how to edit videos, I would like edit in this really pretty, oh, this is my yard, but I don't, so I'm just gonna turn the phone around. Ignore the parts that aren't pretty, like the air conditioning unit. But am I not absolutely the most blessed human being to live somewhere this pretty? It is absolutely gorgeous. All those greens. But of course, that's because it's been raining non-stop in East Tennessee. We actually don't have the pond in the backyard that we had up until a couple of days ago. So, the rain table hopefully is going down a little bit. But, oh, geez, I'm sick of rain. It needs to be beautiful. I didn't have the sense to bring sunglasses out. So you're going to see these little slits instead of my eyes. My apologies, but I'm not going back inside. It's freaking gorgeous out here, y'all. I was trying to think of what I could tell you guys that was funny. And so I actually sent out a text message to several of my family members and said, what do you guys remember stupid story-wise that I've told you that y'all would think, would be funny enough to pass on? Immediately, my cousin Susan sends me a text message and says, oh, the telemarketer. Oh, the telemarketer. This is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. A little background on the story. I used to work as a corrections nurse, which means I worked in a jail that was attached to our local sheriff's office. So bear this in mind, it becomes important. Okay, so one day my phone rings, and I don't know if you guys remember this scam that was going around a while back, but people with incredibly thick accents, foreign, were calling claiming to be local police. And they were going to come and arrest you if you didn't pay this fine, and you owed money, and they were going to take you to jail and all this other stuff. And when you would call them on their bluff, they would get incredibly verbally abusive. Well, this was when it very first started. I think my friend Heather got a call, and she was the first person I knew, and within a couple of days I got a call. So by then we'd figured out, okay, this is the deal. I might as well have some fun. So the guy calls, and in, again, just worse accent than mine, he goes into this whole thing that I owe money and they're going to come and get me. And this is my last chance before I'm arrested, that they have a case against my social security number, I think was how they said it. And I have multiple counts of fraud, but that if I will just give them my credit card number and give them $500 on that credit card, then I don't have to go to court. Okay, first of all, never fall for anything like this. You can't pay court costs over the phone. No one is going to call and tell you they're coming to arrest you. They show up and arrest you. It's called the element of surprise, and it works a whole lot better. But I digress. This guy goes into this whole spiel, and I pretend that I'm just absolutely terrified and gnashing teeth, wailing, rending garments, terrified that they are going to come and take me away. And I go on and on like this for a while, and I told him I needed to go and get my credit card, left him on hold for a little while because, hey, if nothing else, I can at least run up his long-distance bill, right? Do they still have those? Are there long-distance companies left? I don't know. Anyway, so I finally get back on there and, give him a little bit of runaround, and then I start playing with him. Well, what kind of fraud? It is fraud against your bank account. Well, if it's against my bank account, then how is it fraud? I get him just tied up, bunged up. He is getting so mad. And he's still pursuing it because he really thinks he's probably got me. He's not sure, and he's not going to risk losing it. So finally I say, okay, well, what if I decide not to pay? How do you arrest me? Oh, well, I'm at your local sheriff's office. I will be at your house within the hour. Really? And so you're at my sheriff's office right now. Yes, I am at the sheriff's office right now. If you do not do this right now, we are on our way over. I, with the United States IRS, am over to get you. So now it's apparently I've done tax fraud. I'm like, so you are at the sheriff's office in my county? Yes, I am at your sheriff's office. Okay, well, I tell you what, I'll just go ahead and make it easy on you, and I'll go ahead and come out. Stunned silence for a second. Come out where? Oh, well, I'll come out of my office. At the sheriff's office you're at, and I'll come and meet you up front. You're there, right? Oh, the string of expletives that man let out probably ripped a hole in the ozone. It was fabulous. And he hangs up on me eventually as I'm just laughing my butt off at him. And part two, I realize he didn't block his phone number. So I call him back, start messing with him. He cusses me, he hangs up. I call him back again. I mess with him some more. He hangs up. Then, I got a little bored and thought, how can I do this even better? I have friends and family that are as big a bunch of jerks as me. I texted out that number to pretty much everyone I knew and said, okay, he'll get your phone number if you call him, block it if you can, but if you don't mind, got a little bit extra time this afternoon, mess with this guy and tell him Emily says hello. So for about 3 or 4 days, some people are calling this guy 5 and 6 times a day. He's not making a dime because all these people are calling him back. He doesn't dare not answer it because what if it's one of his scam people calling back? He has to answer the phone. They can't shut the phone line down because they've left hundreds of messages. So, he's kind of stuck and they are just calling him, making fun of him, insulting him any way they can possibly think to insult him. And this poor guy is having to take it. So I wait, like I said, gave it about 5 or 6 days. And I called him and I was like, hey friend, it's Emily. Has anybody called you? Silence. I was expecting to get cussed. Finally, the guy in this shaky voice says, if I promise to never call you again, will you call your people off? It was one of the most fabulous moments of my life. Y'all, I don't have a problem with telemarketers. They're doing their job. Collections calls, you didn't pay your bill or whatever. If it's legit, that's their job. I'm going to be polite to them. I'm probably going to tell them to go away because I don't buy things over the phone. But I'm going to be polite at the very least. But when it is a scam, oh, honey, no. All bets are off and I'm going to have a blast. So, that was one of my more fun times that I had. As far as a COVID corona update, still no cases at my hospital. So I'm really not having too much of a danger zone beyond what everybody else is, because so many people are refusing to stay home. Everyone is at risk. Please stay home. Please, please, please. Don't make my job harder. Don't make everyone in healthcare's job harder. Don't make the people at your local craft store or home improvement store risk their lives because you're bored. Okay, stay home unless it is an emergency, unless you absolutely have to get out. Don't just leave because you're bored. So, but for right now, everything's going okay. And I hope you guys are doing okay. I appreciate all the follows, all the sweet, sweet messages and emails. You guys have been amazing. I cannot thank you enough. And I just realized that I have been rocking through this entire video and you guys are probably so motion sick that you are about to barf your eyeballs out. I'm super sorry, but look how cute my little pink flamingo thing is. It's really cute. Go take some Dramamine now. I'm sorry. I love you. Touch your face.